Hello students, myself Kiran TR. I am here to teach you an important and exciting topic in science, magnetic effects of electric current. Let's go. Fleming's left hand rule. I want you to open up your left hand, stretch your thumb, forefinger, middle finger in such a way that 90 degree, they are perpendicular to each other. Turn it this way. I want you to shoot at me a thunderbolt of electric current with your middle finger. So you shoot the current. When the current is passing, there is a magnetic field which is created around the current. So that is indicated by the forefinger. So forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field. And the moment the arrow of your thunderbolt of current through your middle finger hits me, I fall back, indicating the direction of motion of conductor, thumb. Stretch your thumb, forefinger and middle finger mutually perpendicular to each other. Your middle finger indicates the direction of current. Your forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field, and the thumb indicates the direction of motion of conductor. This is Fleming's left hand rule. So for simple example, if the current is flowing from left to right like this, you have to place your finger in this direction, right? The current is flowing like this. So this is the direction of current. So how is the magnetic field? The magnetic field is like this, and the motion of the conductor will be upwards, right? So if the current is going from top to bottom, you have to just place the middle finger in the direction of flow of electric current. Stretch the thumb, forefinger and the middle finger of your left hand such a way that they are mutually perpendicular to each other. Forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field, middle finger indicates the direction of current, the thumb indicates the direction of force acting on a conductor. This is Fleming's left hand rule. As we had studied in the previous experiment about the force acting on a current carrying conductor is maximum when the magnetic field and the current are at right angles, that is, they are perpendicular to each other. When the direction of current and the direction of magnetic field are at right angles, the rod displaces a maximum, that is, a current carrying conductor displaces maximum in a magnetic field. Now we will move on to next concept, electric motor. What is electric motor? Electric motor is a rotating device which converts the electric energy which you have given to mechanical energy. An electric motor is a rotating device that converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. You can see here, this is the diagram of electric motor. First, let us see the setup. Here you can see a permanent north pole magnet, a permanent south pole magnet, a rectangular coil ABCD. This is a rectangular coil made up of insulated copper wire, and this is an axle. Axle is locked on. It is connected by PQ. P and Q are split rings. The split rings are connected to the outside by X and Y, which are called the brushes. This is your battery. K is the key or the switch. This is the setup. We have a rectangular coil, we have split rings, we have brushes, battery, key, north pole and south pole of a permanent magnet. Here, when you switch on the key, that is when you switch on the circuit, the key is on, the current starts to flow. In which direction will the current flow? The current flows from positive. It first goes to brush X. Through brush X, it goes to AB of the rectangular coil, then comes down to CD, Y, to the key and to the battery. This is how the current flows. One thing which you have to notice here is the current is going in the opposite direction of the two parallel sides of a rectangular coil. AB, the current moves in this way, but in CD, the current is moving downwards. So there is a reverse, a change in the direction of the current in the two parallel sides of a current carrying rectangular coil. See? Working. Battery. So the current flow, how the current flows from battery to brush X to AB, it goes AB like this, comes down CD to the brush Y, and again come back to the key and to the battery. So this is current flow. On applying Fleming's left hand rule. Now to this entire circuit, when you apply Fleming's left hand rule, you will understand that this AB circuit which is there, it flips downwards, it goes downwards and CD comes upwards. Now let us try to understand the working of electric motor with a book. Here you can see I have a book. Let us consider this as a rectangular coil. This is A, this is B. So the right side where there is sheets, the first part A, B, C, D. So you have A, B, C, D. Now the moment the current hits, what happens is, when you apply your Fleming's left hand rule to the circuit, this side AB comes down. So naturally when AB comes down, the CD, the other side CD goes upwards. So this is the first half of the rotation. In the first half of the rotation of the rectangular coil, by applying Fleming's left hand rule, we can know that AB comes down and CD comes upwards. Now by the time this has happened in the rectangular coil, what has happened in the split rings is, here you can see P and Q are the split rings. Q has come towards brush X and P has gone towards Y. The split ring Q, the split ring has come towards brush X and split ring P has gone towards brush Y. So because of this change in the split rings, the current reverses its direction. So right now we have AB, CD. First half AB goes downwards, CD goes upwards. Because the split ring changes its position, there is a reverse current which is flowing, due to which, since there is reverse current, this AB will go upwards and CD will come downwards. Now AB is upwards and CD is downwards. Alright. So similarly, this rotation keeps on happening. Now AB comes downwards, CD is upwards. AB come upwards, CD is downwards. AB is downwards, CD comes upwards. AB is upward, CD comes downwards. So this rectangular coil keeps on rotating continuously. Now the one question which students get doubt here is AB. AB goes down, CD comes up. Now why should AB come up? AB should again go down, but AB is coming up. In the first half of the rotation, AB goes down, but in the second half of the rotation, AB comes up. Why does AB comes up? Because of the split rings. As I said, this P and Q split rings changes its position. Now this Q goes off with X and P goes off with Y. Since split ring changes its position, the current in the circuit which was flowing from AB to CD will reverse. That is, it will flow from DCBA. When there is a reverse of current, AB switch upwards, because there is a reverse in current, right? So AB switches upwards. So when AB switches upwards, complete rotation is completed. Unless the battery is off or the key is switched off, the circuit, this rectangular coil, keeps on rotating. Let us see. On applying Fleming's left-hand rule, AB comes downwards. So AB goes down, CD comes upwards. The rotation is in anti-clockwise direction. At half rotation, so when this has happened, Q touches brush X. This Q touches brush X and P touches brush Y. Due to this, the current in the coil gets reversed and flow along the path DCBA. So because of this, the current changes its direction and flows from DCBA. Now, AB goes upwards, CD comes downwards because there is a reverse flow of electric current. There is a continuous rotation of the coil and to the axle. So because of this, it keeps on rotating continuously as I have shown you. This is about the working of a electric motor. Here you have seen a device called split ring, PQ split rings. This PQ split ring is called a commutator. What do you mean by commutator? Commutator is a device which reverses the flow of electric current in a circuit. In the first half, the current was flowing from ABCD. In the second half, the current flowed from DCBA. So the current got reversed. Why? Because of a commutator. Commutator is a device which reverses the direction of flow of electric current. Here, the commutator which we have used is split ring. So let us see. A device which reverses the direction of flow of electric current is called commutator. Split ring here acts as a commutator. If you love to learn more and need more of these videos, click on the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. Don't forget to like, comment, share. Love you. See you in the next video.